Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm Maureen.
And we're keeping you in stitches. So it's been a little while since we've been on. We're alive.
Yep, we survived.
It's just been a busy little time. We we didn't get together. When did we get together last? The end of August, maybe?
End of August, yep.
And then COVID kind of hit here in this town, so we were staying away. And then in October, everybody I knew that I hung around with got COVID.
And you were in quarantine?
Yeah, I was in quarantine for 3 weeks out of November.
I was in quarantine.
Yeah. And by everybody, I mean, like, my coworker that I actually, like, hung around with, my sister, her husband, their kids that I take to and from school every day, my parents, who I was seeing, and my grandmother, her mom. And the one that did the best out of all of them was my grandmother.
Yes, she steamed her deck.
Yeah. My mom, we have this wonderful health nurse here. And so she was calling and checking on them like every day or every couple days. And she was talking to Mom one day. Mom's like, oh, I haven't called and checked on, my mom. And she's like, oh, I just got off the phone with her. She's staying in the deck. My mom's just like, my dad looks at her. He's like, we hate her. No, they don't. But but she really did the best with it.
Right.
So,
right.
And I managed to not get COVID, but I was in quarantine for 3 weeks because of how everything worked out. But then, I don't know. And so November, December, we just really didn't get together because things,
well,
were
you were in quarantine. She'd get out, then she'd go back in. And she'd get out, go back in. Yeah.
Kids. But then, we didn't get together November, December, really. January.
You got COVID, did you?
February.
February, okay.
And the goofy thing about that is I have no idea where I got it because nobody I know had it. So I'm like, I left my house like once. Well, maybe a couple times. But it was just like, huh.
Yeah.
And it was, I was totally fine. I didn't even know I had it until I lost my sense of taste. But I don't know. And you had the vaccine by then.
Right.
I should have got the vaccine like in December. I could have got it. But it was right before Christmas. And what if it made me sick and I couldn't eat Christmas dinner? I was a little panicky. And then I was just kind of lazy about it. And then I got COVID. And so then it's like, well, I've got natural immunity for a while. So I might as well.
You're better than.
Let other people get their vaccines, And so now I'm just being lazy again and need to go get mine. But
yeah, you should go get yours.
Yeah. And then we were going to get together. We thought about getting together in March. And I was like, no, I don't want to. And then we were going to do it in April. And I was like, I don't want to.
Oh, and I was gone in April. I
think. Oh, yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Yes.
Well, for part of April. I mean, I was home one weekend and I just didn't want to. But.
And so now it's May and we're here.
Hi. I know. It was just like, ugh. Oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I guess...
We'll jump in and we'll go with fully finished, or should I say Maureen will show you her fully finished items right now, and I will I'll just sit over here looking pretty.
As you know, I was working on tip it. There we go. The last time we were here, I was gonna be a grandma in December, and we did end up with a baby the end of November.
The end of November.
And here is his stocking. And I did finish the other stocking. It is just at his house. So, Yep. So Thomas Rodney was born the end of November, and he is just a cutie.
He's a cute little guy.
Yeah.
He is.
So that's his stocking. Then I guess, should I do that? Yeah.
Sure.
We'll just keep right on going here.
Yeah.
So this is Tom Turkey Sampler by Heart and Hand, and I think I just about had this finished. I just need to come back and put in these little squiggly lines, but I fully finished it now, so I think that turned out really cute.
I like that.
Then this is a little, ooh, you can't even see that. There we go. This is a little freebie I did from Heart and Hand. Also, she does a little one every year.
For their anniversary.
And I'm not sure if this was this year's or not. I don't remember.
I don't think so. I think I saw it last year.
This little pillow, I don't have the thing for it, the pamphlet. I think it's hands-on design.
It looks like a hands-on design.
Yeah. And that one was pretty quick stitch.
I love that.
Yeah. Then, let's see. Autumn Band Sampler. I think I worked on this.
That's Little House Needleworks.
Yeah, Little House Needleworks.
Yeah, I think you were working on that.
And so this one is fully finished. And I think I used all the called for colors. And I have no idea on what count. Yeah.
Linen or
Linen,
whatever. What
yeah.
fabric.
Yes. Winter Notes by Shepherd's Bush. Can you tell how that's looking?
It's good.
And this one I really liked. It's really cute.
That's really cute.
I've got some more of these I need to do. Then, this one.
This is my favorite.
I know. This is Judge Not by Plum Street Samplers. I can't tell how I'm doing there.
No, that's good.
As I peek under. And this one was, what was the names of those ladies?
Stitchin' and Doodah.
Yes.
Shauna and Donna.
Donna. Yes, Donna was doing this and did it this way, and I just really liked it. And this is Shepherd's Bush colors.
Yep.
It
just
turned out
rearrange the sheep.
really cute. Then I have a whole bunch of little ones.
I mean, imagine that.
Yes, pumpkins.
And these really are just the ones that I'm sure you grabbed that were like, oh yeah, that's probably new. She's probably done 80 other ones.
No.
That turned out cute.
Yeah.
So little.
Then we have this one. I know I was working on the last time. Summer
Celebration by Heart and Hand.
Yeah, and they're just teeny tiny.
They're so cute though. I love watermelon. Are those birds stitched on, or are they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are.
I think they're supposed to be a button.
Oh, the big one.
The big one is supposed to be
at the top there.
A button there, and I did not have it, so I just stitched it.
Looks good.
Let's see. And then, this is Celebrate Spring by Heart and Hand.
That's pretty.
Today, and Celebrate Autumn. I don't know if I have, I've got to have Celebrate Winter. I just need to find it.
Somewhere, I'm sure.
And do it, yes. I just like the little pillows. I think they're just cute, and then you can just...
They're adorable.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, because I can't imagine us not having a set, a complete set.
A complete set. Oh, and then, should I show them the things on my phone?
Yeah.
Okay, let me move this out of the way, because I did not use the button. So, I did a little birth sampler for Thomas, which is at his house. I just gotta find it. And that is, do you remember what it was? It's a Prairie Schooler. It's Jill's, and I borrowed it from her.
And I didn't bring it because I'm not that smart.
But I'll have to bring this down.
Thomas Rodney.
Yeah, it turned out
But she changed it quite a bit too. But point out that that's their brand on the...
So the brand on
They've got a big red barn like that with the brand painted on there.
The brand WT is on our barn, and then the LX on the cow is Reed's brand.
Yep.
So put that on. But yeah, I changed it around quite a bit. The cow was a Holstein, and I made it kind of a...
They don't have Holsteins here.
I made it kind of a brockle face, which we don't have, but
it looks cute.
Yes,
and so all black is
and the barn was a little different, and then this one. Okay, hold that one up.
This is Smallest Thing Sampler by Heart and Hand.
And
Isn't that cute?
this one I made for grandson number 2, who was born in April.
I don't even think, like, we knew that you were expecting a second grandson, but I don't think we told in August.
I don't think we did. You're
Because
right.
I think you found out, like, at the end of July, beginning of August, and we're like,
And they,
should we tell? I don't know, if, you know.
but she wanted people to tell. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have 2 grandsons.
I know.
Yeah.
She went from not being a grandma at all to 2
I know. So
within, like, just a few months.
That's the highlight of my life right there.
Mm-hmm. They're
Yeah.
adorable.
They are. Thomas was down today, and he lives here, so he was entertaining us all. And
Yep. Yeah, he loves me. I walk in and he wants to go right for me.
He's kind of at that stage. He's just not too sure about people.
Marion was holding him, and like the kid would just not take his eyes off of me. It was just like watching her.
Yeah.
That one might steal me, and I might.
He is pretty cute. And the other one
He's
is pretty
adorable.
cute. We had not got to see much of him. We
I
went out right
know.
after he was born because they live in Tacoma.
That's where
So-
she went in April.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, yeah. So that's all I have.
Yeah, he's a little
For-
bit littler. For fully finished.
Fully
Huh.
finished.
And I don't have anything to show for fully. Huh.
But you have,
I do have,
you have
some finishes.
Yay,
A couple.
Jill!
I know. All right, you want me to go?
Sure.
So I finally finished. I was looking. I was like, I wonder which is the bottom. I have no idea.
Just
So this is Thistle.
that
So I
turned
did
out
finally finish it,
beautiful.
and now I have no idea what I'm doing with it.
A pillow.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I had never thought about turning.
Turning him into a pillow.
Yeah,
I
anything
like
that big, but yeah. So it was actually a lot of fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a Thistle by Carolyn Manning Designs. And
Mm-hmm.
then I finished Winter Alphabet by Lizzie Kate.
I really like those.
Yeah. They were fun to do. I liked them a lot. And then we did a little bit of March Madness this year. Like we did kind of a bracket thing. And it was actually nice to get a few things like that we were close to being finished or that were smaller. You know, we got some of them knocked off. So I also finished Miss Peepers by Little House Needleworks. I just like this. I stitch the weirdest stuff sometimes. I think about this after I finish it. It's like,
it is really cute.
I like the glasses, I think, because, you know. And, then I finished, this is another March Madness one that I finished. Country Cottage Needleworks. This was Dream Big, but I changed it up a little bit to say Spring. And last but not least, I finished this one during Mania. This was Hen and Chicks by Brenda Gervais. And
That one is really, you can get that
there
one.
we go.
I like the little chickens.
That was
Those are
fun.
cute.
Yeah, I know. I like. They've got little feet and little. And I actually did some
Backstitch?
some French knots.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was gonna backstitch because a couple of my colors ended up being really close together, but then I tried for a little while and I was like, you know what? Nope, I'm done.
No, that's it.
I don't feel the need.
All right. So, mine are, and I maybe finished this last year. I don't know. It was in my box of finished stuff, and I can't remember when I
Yeah, we
finished
can't
it.
remember if she had
Yeah.
it then
So
or
this
not.
is Heart and Hand Bluebird Sampler.
I love
and-
that. I love the color.
I know it's really. I need to get it fully finished.
Are you
I've got
making
material.
pillows or yeah?
Yes. I think so, because I've got material picked out. I do not have material picked out for the Redbird sampler. But this one, I just finished this one, I know.
Yep.
And it turned out really cute. The Bluebird sampler was supposed to have beads on it, but I didn't like those. I did like the little button though on this one.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And this is
On Retard.
On Retard by Madame Chantilly. And this one, I changed the colors. I just saw somebody had done it on Pinterest, I think is where I saw it. And so I just kind of picked colors that were close to theirs. But I don't really know how to finish it now.
Look at you.
I know. Being creative.
I know. Going out there on your own.
Yes. And then Lizzie Kate, Spring Alphabet.
Yep.
Is that what it's called? Spring Alphabet?
We love these.
I do. Oops. Guess I got to get right side up. And these ones are just a lot of fun to do.
Those colors are so pretty. And they're all DMC.
I know. It's crazy, isn't
But
it?
yeah, but it's just a lot of fun.
And this one, Jill is going to say.
Oh, Jardin Privé. Patchwork, something of snow, I think, is what that what it means. Is? I think
know.
so.
I really like this one. And really, most of these, it didn't take that much to finish them. It was just sitting down and doing it. But I know on this one I had a lot of white left to do, and it's like, oh gosh,
I'm tired of the white.
I know, but I really like
it on that green. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we're not
Good
even
choice.
saying, and I think that was all the called for colors. Then Jingles by Lizzie Kate.
Oh, you should show
and
me the
I was
back.
doing the back part. I'm getting a glare here. There. I know. And this one is really, it's a long one. And I think the last time I just had this one done, and then I've got it all
finished. She finished it.
Yeah, and I think that's all my fully finished stuff. Or not fully, finished stuff.
Yeah.
It's
all
finished
good.
stuff.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then I did sort of a mania. Did you do mania at all, or did you just work on whatever you wanted?
I started, and then it's like, I don't like this.
She doesn't need it. She finishes everything, though, whereas I need a little push. So I had 17 whips that I wanted to work on, so for the first 17 days, I worked on a different project every day. And then for the last 14 days of this month, I kind of did like a bracket, like a Mania Madness bracket. So, except then today I kind of just did my own thing. But it's all good. So I too had to start spring alphabet since I finished winter. This is Lizzie Kate. And plus then I saw Marines and I was like, oh, well, that's really pretty. But I only got these 3 done. And then I think I actually had to order a DMC color for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which cracks me up because I have a lot of DMC. Then I've been working on Make-A-Wish by Carolyn Manning.
This one is really pretty.
This one has been so much fun to do.
That is beautiful.
Oh, that shows up good on the camera.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It is just really bright. She just needs to finish it now.
I know, but I'm working on it. I mean, I'm getting some good stuff.
Pretty.
And I'm doing it just on black Jobelin. And then I didn't have to stitch all the black stitches. Then I worked on Little House Needleworks, The Counting House. I like this one. And I had done just this set of leaves last year for Mania. I looked back, so I at least got a little more done. I worked on, I think for March Madness, I probably worked on Ice Queen, and then I worked on All Dressed Up. And I should have had this done, because this is one that I worked on a regular day and then as part of the bracket. But then I got done with the words dressed up and realized I had stitched some of it wrong. Thank you. So I pulled some out. I'll just need to put those back in, but it'll be fine. So I'm actually really close to being done with really that. Close. And that is, did I show? I showed, didn't I? Yeah, that's Lizzie Kate. Then I worked a little bit on Plum Street Sampler, A Country Winter. This is the one that we did a giveaway on last year sometime.
And I never started. I really
that is really see-through cloth. No, and I worked on a lot of white. That's what I worked on.
Does that help?
Yeah. I just thought it was funny. It was like, that's interesting. I am almost done with this one. This is Jardin Privé, and I think it's the one, I think it means back to beginnings or something. I'll just hold that up there.
This one is really
And I had to borrow, luckily, because I ordered, I ran out of thread and ordered more, and it wasn't quite the same because it, it was a different dye lot. So I was going to do, all I have left to do are some vines there in the middle that kind of go in an arc. And, but luckily for me, Maureen sent me hers, and it matched the same dye lot that I had. So I traded her. Then I was working on Spooked, which is a mystery sampler by Lizzie Kate. Here's what it's going to look like. I've been working just a little bit on this part.
I really like that one. I love the purple.
I know, it's going to be fun. And this...
That's shepherd's bush colors.
I think they're shepherd's bush colors.
I'm pretty sure they are, because I think I have the purple in my stash to do that.
And the purple definitely was there.
Shepherd's bush, yeah.
Then another Jardin Privé, because apparently they're like becoming one of my favorites. This is like the history of sheep or sheep stories or something like that. And it's actually, I think, a 4-part that's going to go together. But have been working forever on this little part. But it's getting there little by little. I think I might have just done some legs. Because I think I had to take some out. I think I realized, oh, I'd done this whole border. That's what I did. I had done this whole border at the bottom. Like, right. I'd continued this and realized I used the wrong color.
Oh, no.
That makes a person real happy.
Yeah.
This was Farmhouse Christmas. Again, I've been working on this one forever. This is a 9-part series, but this is the one that I'm working on. I'm doing it all as one.
I really like
so
that.
I did the whole border because, I got to make sure those match.
Yeah.
And then I've been working on just that white. I don't know why I was doing all white, but it was just,
yeah.
I'll stitch some white. So, of course, I had to replace Thistle.
Right.
And I was starting, it was one of Stacy, the 911 stitcher. I was on one of her Zoom get-togethers. And we all decided to start a Carolyn Manning. I had barely started it, so I picked it up again for Mania. This is Sea Glass. And my printer isn't the best, but... but there's some
Where's
green...
your colors? You should show them the colors. That one is really pretty.
Yes, it is.
Those
Yeah, the colors, it's going to be really, really pretty. And again, all DMC.
Which, yeah.
But I'm like,
beautiful.
That is going to be so pretty. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of excited to do that. And I gridded all that on a 9x9 because then you can just kind of do, it's easier to follow the pattern then. Country Cottage Needleworks, Sheep in the Meadow. And of course, I like my sheep ones, I've noticed.
Yeah.
So I think I did some more words, and I think I started the grass, taking the grass over.
I think so, because I think you just had didn't you just have the borders done?
I think I had done up the side to make sure that it was all going to meet up.
Of course.
I did not get, my intention last year was to get Christmas Rules done by Lizzie Kate for my sister, because she has Halloween rules that I did. But I kind of this fall, I kind of quit stitching for a while. I lost my stitchy bug. But I have this one more above it, and then the header.
I really like that
And
one
so,
with the
these are shepherd's bush color changes. Yeah. So it will look fun, and I'll need to find some buttons and whatnot to go with it, because I don't think the ones that are in the patterns are really going to match that well. But
probably not.
We shall see. Then this is Halloween Sheep by Nikki's Creations Primitives. So that's what it looks like. And I've barely, I think this is like the second or third year I've worked on it, but I only have worked on it
during Mania.
A day, during Mania, and it's just unfortunately ended up being kind of a day where I haven't really had a whole lot of time. So same with this one. This is Merry Christmas by the Letter. So it's a long one that will end up looking like that, except I'm using shepherd's bush color changes. So here's my top. And that there's a button for the O.
Oh, yeah.
I think you looked, because I said, oh, my letters are kind of off up here when I counted. I was like, I'll have to look and see if it bothers me. And Maureen's like, I think you missed a letter. And I was like, no, I think it's a button. Then I've worked a bit more on La-Di Da, or Witch Witch by La-Di Da. So they have it kind of on a tan. I love that dress for some reason.
I know, I really like that.
And this was just a piece of cloth that I dyed.
I like that, though.
And I think I'm using black coffee.
Is that what color?
Yeah.
Because it is really pretty.
So that one's kind of a lot of fun. And last, and sort of least, because I just haven't done a whole lot, this is Pure of Heart by La-Di Da. And I'm using shepherd's bush color changes, so it looks a bit different than that, or it will. And I've got the 2 borders done. And I think the funny thing is I think they're supposed to be the same color, but instead I did one the purple and one the burgundy.
Oh.
Because I wanted to.
That's...
I think I did one in the wrong color, and I was like, well, I'm not taking that out.
Right.
So then I was like, I could have just switched colors, and I thought, no, I'll just do the other one in the other color. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Sure. That's all my stuff.
That's your stuff. Well, then I started Snapperville by Bent Crick. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you say crick or creek?
Crick? Bent Crick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
not
a regional thing, I think.
I think so. Yes.
Some people say creek, deep, but I say deep crick. Yeah, Deep Crick Canyon. Yeah.
Yeah. So I started this 100 years ago and had
it's so cute.
Just a little bit of it done. I think I had the cow done and maybe part of the sheep. And so I picked this up for Mania. This is what I started out, and I finished the block. And then I think I was stitching on them for 2 days or something like that. And so then I did started
next
the
border.
next one. Yeah.
Because you just like doing the borders now.
Right.
It's just like me.
I know. And then I've started Lori Holt's, the Prim Stitch series. And
this is so pretty.
But I changed the colors on it because the flowers were kind of a turquoisey color and I didn't like it. So
we're like, well, that's not what sunflowers look like.
I know. And so I don't know. I just didn't like it. And I had them all stitched and I ripped them out. And I ripped out part of the center part too. The center of the flowers.
And the star.
And the star was supposed to be pink in the center, and I just didn't like it, so I ripped that out. So what I want to do is try and do like one of these a month, just so
she'll get it done.
I don't know.
And we bought the Orifloss thread pack.
Yes.
From Fat Quarter Shop. We both did. They were on sale.
Yes. I called her up and I said, they're on sale. I'm ordering one.
Yeah.
Do you want one? She said, yes. And then,
sure.
Of course, Lizzie Kate's summer alphabet because why not?
I know.
And look
how far she is.
But look what I did. I did a Jill thing. It's all the borders.
I know. What's that?
I know. I just would start and go. Then the last thing, I know I've worked on other things, but this is, I don't know where they're all at, but Teresa Kogut. Yes. I don't even know what this one's called.
CW Samplers?
Land That I Love. Yes, Land That I Love. I jumped on the bandwagon for that, and I did not take it out. But I haven't made it very far. I started it quite a while ago, and then I didn't have this color. I don't remember what it is. It's just a DMC, but I didn't have it. Oh. So I had to wait.
I was like, is it Pebble Beach?
No, I don't think so.
I called her, and this is not that long ago, and I was like, hey, I'm going to put an order in to 123 Stitch. Do you need anything? Oh, I need this certain color, because that's what I was doing, was ordering floss, and now I can't remember if that was the color that she wanted me to order, or if I had it ordered it for some reason, or if, I don't know, we're both just like,
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That, or it's sitting at home where I put it aside to give to Maureen.
I do not remember what it was at all.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be sitting aside, but
okay, because Pebble Beach does not ring a bell to me.
Oh,
so, but it could be.
Who knows?
If I could figure out what it was for, maybe.
Yeah, we're real good at that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so I guess
I don't know. Are we gonna? Do you have the that one?
Yep. Maybe.
We're gonna do a giveaway because we ordered too many copies.
Well, yes. And who doesn't like hands-on design?
Exactly.
Yes. Everybody's probably got this already, but
maybe not, though. There might be somebody.
I know. So
I think we
didn't even think about what we wanted them to. Don't say giveaway. Be a subscriber.
Yeah.
Please.
You gotta subscribe. We lost subscribers, and we got like a down thumb too, and I was like, what?
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
People. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. One, I don't know if we should do out of country, because I think they end up having to pay like some sort of tax on them.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, probably not in Canada. Canada's probably fine.
Oh.
But I sent it to Finland last time, and yeah, I think she ended up having to pay like some sort of import tax.
Oh, really?
On stuff. Yeah. And that's no fun.
Oh.
Though I guess if they don't care, I don't mind sending it.
Yeah.
so
I guess if you
know, you know it's something that you have to pay import tax on and you don't mind, go for it.
Sure.
I don't know. What are we going to have them do? What, I got stuck because I was thinking where this is, let's talk spring. And, I was like, oh, for some people, spring is probably here and over. And we had snow last week. So
yes, we did.
It was like 75, 80 degrees one day.
Like on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. And Wednesday, snowed Wednesday.
Yes.
And Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I know. And not just a little bit of snow.
Yeah, like it snowed and stuck. Yeah. Like I saw that it was going to snow, but I just thought,
no.
Well, it won't stick. It'll just melt into the ground. Mm-hmm. It'll be fine. But no, it stuck around, and yeah. There was one morning where the roads were a little rough. It was right after my niece got her driver's license. Oh my God, that's so nice. I mean, she's 18. She
needs to have her driver's license.
Yeah, but I was running her into school, and it wasn't so bad when the high school's here for the first part of the year in Helena, where she goes. They were doing distance learning. Like she would do distance learning Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then go to school Thursday, Friday. And then half of the school did that. Half of the school went to school Monday, Tuesday, and then were distance learning Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But then in February, they switched it to where the kids were coming in for 4 days a week. And then it was like, oh, because if I was running her and the other two to the 2 different elementary schools in East Helena, it was about 3 hours out of my day that I was running my sister's kids around. And that got long.
She's way too nice.
I don't know about that. It just, they weren't running buses. You know, usually my sister, the East Helena schools are really good. They just run buses between all of the schools because it's a smaller town. And they didn't run buses this year because of COVID. And so I was doing a lot of running kids around because she teaches at a program for like the behaviorally troubled kids, like I don't know. And so she's got rough kids, and
can't really leave.
Yeah. So she's got to be there when they're there, and it just seems like they always have so much stuff going on, and I live, 3 blocks away from, in either direction from both of the schools the elementary schools that they go to. So I guess the one's at middle school. He would die probably if I said he was in elementary school. No. But he is 13 now and grew like 9 inches this year. So
yeah, he's
really
tall.
Yeah, he just shot up all of a sudden. But yeah. I don't know.
And let's see. I became grandma. Yay!
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the big news.
That was exciting times, and
it was very exciting times.
We're just waiting for our newest one to come visit us, which hopefully they will soon.
Yeah.
If not,
we've got to see pictures. He's so cute.
He is. He's got a lot of hair.
He does. We're like,
who's that kid?
That's
not one of ours. They don't have
ours
hair.
are bald until they're 4. But
yeah.
Well, then Andrew's kids were so blonde that
right. And that's kind of the way Thomas is. So Catalina tells me that in Chile they shave the baby's head when they're in the hospital.
Like right after they're born.
And if they're a girl, they pierce their ears, if the parents want them to. Because I guess it makes their hair, they think it makes their hair grow
thicker.
Yeah, grow.
I think it probably all just grows at the same.
I don't know.
Same time. So I don't know.
So
but he does, like his hair's coming in good.
Yeah, she shaved his head, but not right away because he kind of had a rough start. He was jaundiced and ended up back in the hospital.
And was really little.
Tiny. Yeah, so she waited until he was probably a month old before she shaved his head. But yeah, he's got hair now and it's real blonde.
He's a cutie.
Mm-hmm. He is. And the other one has a lot of hair, and in some light it looks kind of reddish. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, a lot of hair on that one. It was just like, whoa.
I know.
I've never seen that. I didn't know babies could have that. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe... Have you thought of anything?
No, I did not think of anything.
The only thing I thought of was maybe if everybody just wanted to tell us like what their favorite chart is that they're stitching on right now.
Sure. That sounds good.
That would be good. So if you want to win a copy of Hands on Design, Let's Talk Spring, just comment below and let us know what your favorite stitches that you're doing right now or that you have done or that you want to do. And
hopefully it won't be 9 months before you hear if you're a winner.
Hopefully it won't be next spring before you get it. No, it will not be. I'll quit being, Oh, well.
No, we'll try again to do it next month.
Yeah. We did that way quicker than I thought. I thought it was going to take a lot longer.
I did.
We were trying to move.
Yeah, we thought we've got to get this done. So.
Plus, I need to drive home, and it's already evening here, so.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I know.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching,
and hi again. Good to see everybody again. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.